Come on in. Yeah, you know what time it is. And guess what? It's question and answer day. And I have questions. I have 3 pages of questions. And I've been busy this morning, y'all. I have been so busy. Behind me on the bed, if you can see, are all my tools. I'm collecting tools. And I've got to find something to put them in so I can put them in the top of the closet so I know where they are. This is one of the things that that you start gathering things up into places. You gather it up, and then you know what size place you need to get. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gathering up my tools. I'm going to gather up all my screws and all my nails and my picture hanging stuff, which I need to hang a picture. Need to hang something right here. I need to hang a mirror right here over my little vanity, my little work table. But yeah, it's question and answer day. The trash is all out. All the trash is done up. All the boxes are broken down. And after a while, Ben and I are going to work on his fire pit for the backyard. Yeah, we went to Lowe's yesterday and got some stuff. He was feeling pretty good. And we are getting things done. Anyway, come on in here when we hit 200 people. But before that, I got some stuff to show you. Yesterday, my sister Patty came up and she brought me my birthday present. But she also brought me a wonderful little thing from one of our fly babies who heard me talking about the Energizer Bunny. And her husband works for the Energizer Bunny. And guess what? She sent me an Energizer Bunny. Look at that. How cute is that? That's going to go up on my shelf. It's just adorable. Her name is Gina. And I think she lives in, I think it's St. Louis. But anyway, she sent me lots of stuff. Flashlights and batteries and car deodorizers, pens. Look here, the Energizer Bunny pen. I'll keep that right by my chair so I can always think of Gina. So, and a key ring. Look at this. This is cute. The Energizer Bunny key ring, and it's a good one too. And flashlight. Ben's already got one of the flashlights. I may put all my tools in there. Anyway, I got her little note, and she says they even have Energizer Bunny slippers. How cute is that? Anyway, we got questions, and let's get Chaos to Clean book out. Let's look at what today's is. Today the 17th. Let's see. It's the 16th. Today's the 16th. I set everything up right, so I always put my bookmark where it needs to be. Read a morning musing. Our messages simply change your thinking. We try to replace some of the negative thinking you have with thinking a little different way. So read one of our morning musings. They come out at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and I'm sort of bossy. So here we go. We teach you how to become your own cheerleader and to ignore the naysayers in your life. So we get rid of the negative thinking that you have going on, and we help you to change. I mean, we were in Lowe's yesterday, and one of my favorite songs by Sister Hazel is Change Your Mind. And it is a great song, and it came on the PA system, Change Your Mind. And I said, Ben, I love this song. And he'd never heard it before. So we are having fun. Now I have my phone is blowing up with people emailing me. Okay, so it's not really people emailing me. It's I just started my email up on my big computer, and it's sending me stuff like crazy. Now, we have a flash sale. You all like flash sales. We have a good one, and you are not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. Let me get it out here. This is only until Monday because it's a holiday weekend, and Monday is Martin Luther King Day, and we have a flash sale on our calendars. Flash sale on our calendars. The little calendar is $6.95, and the big calendar is $12.95. Can't use a coupon code with it. You don't need to because this is almost half price. So get your calendars ordered. It's only until Monday at midnight Eastern time. So don't procrastinate. I know that means procrastinate, but you know what I'm talking about. Get your water bottles, and we have a new coupon code. The new coupon code is, get this, Back to Basics. Back to Basics. I don't know if Justin's changed the price on the pack altogether, so just send out the regular link. Anyway, drink up, y'all. Wow. Now for the questions, because I am the Energizer Bunny today. I am getting things done. I got things done yesterday. Oh, I was going to show you what I got done yesterday. Let me get my iPad out so I can show you a picture. Let me see. Press home. There we go. So, I put together this little cabinet yesterday. And those are drawers in the cabinet. Now, I didn't do the back totally right, but I didn't dare change it because I'd already gotten started and I didn't read the directions. And I didn't know there wasn't a place for everything. So I put little fabric drawers in there, and I'm storing snack stuff there for Ben because he needs to snack a lot. And then my friend Melanie, her husband, she and Paul came to visit just before Christmas. They were going to be in Sevierville with kids. And they stopped by to see us, and we've known them a long time. And she heard me mention the other day that I needed a Christmas tree bag to put Ben's little Christmas tree in the closet. So she sent me one for my birthday. So here is a picture of me with the Christmas tree all bagged up. And then we went to put it in the closet. We were going to stick it in, and I couldn't get the door open. Luckily, the landlord was stopping by because we had the disposal worked on, and Robert had a present for his wife, had made her a bird feeder, and he stopped by to pick it up, and he got the door open for us. It was quite a relief. So I need a long straight knife, I guess. So that was me yesterday doing that, and then put that together. Patty brought me a picture of Robert walking down our driveway to get the mail with all the critters following him. I made that picture a few years ago. And we just got some stuff done yesterday. So it feels good to get things done. It feels good to tell you I got things done. So today I'm collecting tools into one spot. I'll put them all in a box. I'll get a bigger box. And we will be good to go. But now I got questions. Don't forget about the flash sale. Now, first question. Who are Liz and Patty? I am new here and I'm curious. Well, Liz is the daughter-in-law of my former assistant, Michelle. She married Matt a few years ago, and Mikey's 6, I think, turned 6. I can't keep up with all the kids. There's so many of them. But Gemma has a birthday in February 1st, and Mikey has a birthday in December. I don't know. Liz will straighten me out. But Liz lives in Baltimore. Michelle moved back to Baltimore, so she no longer is my assistant, but we're still great friends, and she wished me happy birthday last weekend. And that's who Liz is. Liz is a young mother. Mikey's 6 and Gemma will be 3. When's Mikey's birthday? It's the 1st of March. It's March 1st. I remembered now. I was there, but I had to go home early. And Patty is my sister. We're 14 months difference in our ages, and she just got married in April to a wonderful fella named Phil, and he is just precious. And she lives in Chattanooga. So between Liz and Patty and Rebecca and I, we kind of run the website and Facebook. And then Liz handles moderation on Facebook and posts things. Patty is she's who I bounce things off. And then we just get things done. Kathy takes care of everything at the office, and Rebecca handles posting things on In Constant Contact and Facebook. So, and Justin and Jack are at the office. Justin's my son. Jack is Kathy's husband, and we get a lot of things done. And Michael lives in Spartanburg, and he is our resident IT person. Now, if you have a Windows 10 computer, you need to do the update immediately. Immediately. Do not wait. So get it done today, because there's a security problem with it. So that's what he sent us a message on. So I'm telling all of y'all too. Is there a kids calendar version or any tips specific to children? The kids like our big calendar. We like our big calendar. Every day in the flight plan, you got to be signed up for our emails. Every day in the flight plan, we send out a kid mission. Rebecca puts them together, and we send one out a day. I'm not going to give you a whole week's worth of kids missions, because I don't want you piling on to the children, and I want you to be kind. So and then on the weekends, I tell the kids if they'll just make their bed and pick up their dirty clothes off the floor, their parents will think it's their bedroom's clean, and it'll be wonderful. How do I stop feeling guilty every time I get off track and have to start over? Well, at the bottom of every email we send out, it says, jump in where we are. You don't have to feel guilty. Just pretend like it didn't happen and quit beating yourself up. It's not worth it. Just jump back in where we are and get it done. Whew. You can turn off feeling guilty. You really can. You're not behind. Just jump back in. And January is the time everybody wants to jump back in. And by Valentine's Day, many people will fall off the wagon. Not that there is a wagon. How to get to bed on time? Well, you have to set a bedtime. Now, how do you set a bedtime? What time do you have to be up in the morning to be able to get to work at a decent hour and not be dragging in late? Think about this. So, you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Yes, yes you do. You don't think you do, but you do. So you need, let's just count on 8 hours. So if you need to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get the whole family up and going, you need to go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, a lot of people like this alone time. Well, your kids need to be in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. If they're in school, if they're little kids, they need sleep too. Nothing worse than a kid that hadn't had all their sleep. They're irritable and it's not fun. So you count back, and here's the key. You need to do your before bed routine, but you need to do it in such a way that it is, you start it after dinner. You put the dishes in the dishwasher. Well, as soon as the dishwasher gets through, put your dishes away, pick out your clothes. And I like to pick my clothes out when I take my clothes off. So I lay my clothes out. At Ben's, I have a chair. This chair I'm sitting in, and it sits right up at my little desk, and that chair becomes the place where I put my clothes for tomorrow. Because there's been a time that we've had to get up at 3 in the morning and go to the ER because he was so sick. So sick. So if we will get our routines going and don't wait till 10 o'clock to start your before bed routine. Your before bed routine contains all these items. You check the weather for tomorrow. So you need to look at your weather app and see if it's going to be sunny or rainy. We got cold weather coming in, possibly snow. Then you pick out your clothes according to what the weather's. Now, I layer up. I always layer up. And when you layer up, it makes it easy. You can peel off layers as it gets warmer during the day. Pick out your shoes. With the kids, have them pick out their hair bows, everything ready to go in their little tomorrow drawer. One kid named it his tomorrow drawer because he's getting everything ready for tomorrow. Start your launch pad. If you've got to leave the house, then put everything on your launch pad to be able to leave the house at the right time. And it's great. It's really good. So take the time to pick out your clothes, put things on the launch pad you're going to need for tomorrow, and then, let's see, you got to brush your teeth, you got to wash your face, you got to have all this stuff done. You got to have everything done. And then go to bed. And it's good to turn off your electronics. Part of your before bed routine is putting your electronics on to charge, because you don't want to head to work tomorrow and not have your watch charged or things like that. So you need to get things charged. So and you've got to turn these electronics off so you're not looking at them in the bed. Don't do that. Do not do that. And turn your TV off at an appropriate time. Let your eyes rest, because when you turn your TV on, when your TV is on, it tends to reset your brain because it's a bright light. Phones do that too, and there's a light sensor on your phone that you can turn way down low, but still don't turn it on. You can set your phone not to send you any notifications. You can set Slack to not send any notifications. That's how you set your bedtime and do your before bed routine. And then when it comes time to go to bed, you have nothing else to do. You go to bed. And if you have trouble sleeping, then go through the I ams, the alphabet of I ams. I am able. I am beautiful. I am courageous. I am determined. And there, you just go through the alphabet and you'll fall asleep. And it's going to bed with an affirmation. And you'll sleep like a baby. And I have a little routine that I play with myself. I have to put eardrops in. I have to use nose spray. I have earplugs, and I put on chapstick, and I take my meds. And when I take my meds, I always turn my medicine bottle upside down. So that shows me that I took my meds. And when I get up in the morning, I turn it right side up. That's how I keep up. Routines. It's amazing. You said back in 1999 when you decided to organize, what was the catalyst for you deciding to be kind to me? What was different in your thinking than in the past? I never realized when I was going over my list of things to do during the day, and I started beating myself up, and I actually heard the words I was saying to myself in my head, and I thought, well, that's not going to do. I've got to be kinder to myself. And that's when I made that New Year's resolution, was to be kind to me. And what was different in your thinking? I think it was I was tired. I was determined to get organized this time, and I was tired. How do you not get discouraged when you're constantly trying to declutter and clean and come up with a routine that works for everyone? No. You're not coming up with a routine that works for everyone, because not everyone joined Fly Lady. You got to come up with a routine that works for you. And these are the things you're going to do. And you set a time and you stick to it. And it's having a morning routine. It's getting up 15 minutes before the flow of the family. It's building a simple control journal that's on 4x6 cards in a photo album. It does Post-it notes on a bathroom mirror. Patty's reminding us that the more we comment and the more we share our videos, the more people get to see the video. It's an algorithm with Facebook. They hide us from everybody. So share, give thumbs up and hearts, all kinds of stuff, write comments, and please share our videos, because that helps like you wouldn't believe. So you're doing this for you. You didn't, your husband didn't join, your kids didn't join, but you have to set this up for you. I heard a bird outside my window. In fact, a bird woke me up this morning. I've totally lost interest in cooking and meal planning. Any tips to get into the routine again? Yep, I got a tip for you. Go to savingdinner.com. Also, get a calendar. Take Post-it notes. The little ones work, but if you take a Post-it note and cut off the sticky part, so it's just the sticky part, and you write down your menus. And then when you serve that meal, you move it 3 or 4 weeks down the calendar to the next, and you can come up with several meals this way. And if you can't come up with several meals, then start keeping a diary. Every night, figure out, last night I had Mongolian beef. It's real easy to make Mongolian beef. And you keep it on your calendar. Write it all down. Put it on little 3x5 cards. And shuffle them and just pick. And then you build, you can let these cards, pulling a card out and setting things up. Now, I like to prepare for leftovers when I do cook. And when you prepare for leftovers, you cook a big meal on Sunday, and then you have leftovers off of that meal. Say you make a roast with potatoes and carrots and onions in it. And then you can have open-faced roast beef sandwiches and gravy, and you can do lots of things like that. You can make a beef stew, and then at the end of the week you can put it all in your pot and put some chicken broth with it and a bag of frozen vegetables, and you've got vegetable beef soup. So plan for leftovers. Leftovers make us happy, really happy. And going to the grocery store, and now we have no excuse to go to the grocery store, because we can go online and order our groceries and pick them up at the curb. And it's wonderful. You don't have to go grocery shopping. A lot of stores are doing it. And when I was in Whole Foods, they'll deliver it for you. So you have no excuse anymore. You have no excuse. Okay. You gotta make it fun. So sit down and think about what you've had to eat all week. Sit down and think about all the things you can make with hamburger meat. Do a search for hamburger on our website. I've got 25 meals you can make with hamburger meat. There's 25 things you can do with chicken. And I think there's 25 things you can do with potatoes. Not that I eat potatoes anymore. I'm so thankful for the new crisis cleaning video. But would you please consider Focus Makes You Fabulous, our weekly home blessing? Weekly home blessing I do most every Monday, and you can always find a weekly home blessing where we play the game on Facebook, and it's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook too. So I don't know if I need to do weekly home blessing one, but Focus Makes You Fabulous. I can probably come up with that. Where do you store your crock pot when not in use other than your countertop? You clean out from underneath your sink. Your kitchen sink. That's where I've got the Instapot right now, is underneath the kitchen sink. And that's the place, it's open and it's easy to get from under there. And when you clean out all the stuff that you have underneath your kitchen sink, you can make room for these appliances. And if you don't use them more than once or twice a week, you might want to store them in a closet somewhere. Family on a budget. Can you discuss cheap meal ideas for a family of 6? Casseroles. Mexican casseroles. Chicken pot pies. These are great meals. Think about if you went to Costco and you got like a lasagna. I'm not telling you to do that, but you can make these things up ahead of time. Menu planning is easy, and then you use the leftovers to put together casseroles. And one of my favorite recipes is I use the hamburger meat that I cook in a crock pot, and that hamburger meat, I do 2-cup packages of it and freeze it flat, and it works really well. Works really well for casseroles. And you can add seasonings to it and lots of things. So that makes some, and maybe Liz can start a thread a little later about some cheap meals you can fix for your family, and we'll have it on Facebook. A Boston butt, yep, you can make barbecue. You can do lots of things with a Boston butt, and sometimes they're on sale where you can get 2 for the price of 1. Let's see. Maternity leave mom headed back to work soon. Any tips for keeping routines going once I'm adding another 8 hours of work and a 2-hour commute to my day? Any tips? Well, my first tip for you was turn your car into a rolling university. A rolling university. So don't waste that time in the car just listening to music. Listen to stuff that's going to train your brain. Listen to wonderful books. You can do it. I listen to 2 or 3 books a week. I'm on a big long one right now that I've been listening driving back and forth to Ben's house from North Carolina. And I'm learning a lot about stuff I didn't know. And it makes me feel good. It creates new pathways in my brain. But if you need self-help and affirmation and all kinds of stuff like that, that's what's good. Now, I wish everybody went to work because they would appreciate every single minute of every single day. I was listening to Scott Adams just before I got on this show, and he was talking about trying to mail something, and he couldn't find the steps. Well, his fiance went straight to the drawer where the stamps are, and there's a lot of things in this drawer, and she pulled the stamps out, and he said, I looked in the drawer and I didn't see them. He says it's a difference between a way a man sees things and a way a woman sees things. Women see everything in the drawer. Men just see stuff. They look at the whole thing and they see stuff, and it's just a bit much for them. And he admitted that. Well, he needed to mail a letter, but it was a big letter. And he didn't know how many stamps, and he decided, well, I need to weigh this to see how many stamps it's going to take. Well, he got his scale to to weigh the letter, and it needed a battery. And this is Parkinson's law number 2. However much time you've got to do something is the amount of time you're going to take to do it. So he needed a battery, so he had to go get a battery for the scale. And then the Forever Stamp, which is a wonderful invention by our postal service, the Forever Stamp, it's going to be good for whatever first class mail is. And he didn't know how many stamps he needed to put on there, but he didn't know what a Forever Stamp was. So it was just one thing after another. So that's kind of rough. I felt sorry for him. But hey, we know ourselves. We live with ourselves every day, as Michelle used to say. And when we get our little office in a bag set up, you have everything you need. And if you haven't used an office in a bag, you need to get one. I'm on a budget, so I can't purchase a lot of Fly Lady tools. Which one shall I start with? Well, right now, since we've got a flash sale going on our calendar, I would start with the calendar, because this is going to keep you organized. This is going to keep your medication straight. We use it with Ben to keep his medication straight. It's hanging on the wall. It's what he looks at. Getting a calendar is going to help you get rid of the chaos in your life. And it's also going to help you teach your children how to use a calendar. And look at my calendar video. It goes out once a day, just about, with my calendar stuff. And check it out. Look at my calendar video, and I tell you how to use address labels and bright colored pens and little colored notes, colored labels for each person. Having a legend of what everybody's color is will help you better than anything. So the calendars are flash sale this weekend, $12.95, and the little one is $6.95, which it's been $10. So folks, get everything you need. And I think that's all our questions. I use football stickers for football for game day. That's a good idea. I love you all. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Talk to you later. Flash sale until Monday at midnight Eastern Time. Bye.